Aaron Cook is one of the world's finest Taekwondo fighters. Hailing from Dorchester in the English county of Dorset, the 25-year-old took up the sport when he was 5. He was inspired to do so by the Power Rangers children's TV show. When he was 15, Aaron moved to his current home in Manchester to train with the Great Britain Taekwondo team. At 17, he qualified for the Beijing Olympics, where he narrowly missed out on a medal. It would be the start of a roller coaster Olympic journey for Aaron.
I think it was 5-5 with about 10 seconds to go, and me being a youngster at the time, you know, with no real strategy, thought I'd just go for it. After that, I just put a seed in the back of my head saying I want to be Olympic champion, no one's going to stop me.
Bouncing back from Olympic disappointment, Aaron went on to claim the European title in 2010. But 1 year out from the London 2012 Olympic Games, a first-round exit at the World Championships forced Aaron to make a few changes to his training setup.
I just felt that I'd reached a level where I just needed that little bit something different. You know, I needed some different advice, I needed some different training partners. And the GB setup was closed, and they didn't want me to go to certain places, and I wasn't allowed to go to certain competitions. So I made a very hard decision at the time to separate from the GB team.
Silver, blue, red, green, red.
Aaron then began recruiting his own training team, including strength and conditioning specialist Mick Clegg. Clegg had worked with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and David Beckham during his 11 years at Manchester United, blending both cognitive and physical training.
And blue, red, black, silver, and yellow. Come on, pass that!
During the build-up to London 2012, Aaron defended his European title and claimed the #1 spot in the world rankings. So it was a surprise to many when Lutelo Mohammed was selected by Team GB for the 80-kilogram category, and not Aaron.
We had no doubt in our mind that, you know, I was world #1. I'd beaten Lutelo twice. He'd beaten me once. All the selection criteria competitions were clear on paper. You know, I had nearly everything that they said I had to do was I'd done. I was world #1, double European champion. I'd beaten 10 of the Olympic opponents. There's not much more I could have done.
We were fairly confident in terms of our selection. We received an email, it wasn't even a phone call, and it was, wow, it was quite shocking, to be honest. It's like, we have to see what their reasons are, and then we took it, we had to fight it. Well, I'm not going to let our dream go easy.
And it came to the point where we needed to remortgage our house, I think, to go to the High Court and to challenge it a step further. And we all sat down as a family, and I'm nearly crying here, but yeah, we all sat down as a family and said, you know, this is a bit too much. We can't put our whole life on, you know, at risk here. So yeah, it was hard.
Like, High Court it's a ridiculous amount of money. It's your family home, your lifestyle, and what was being described as a 50-50. And
unfortunately, I think we wasted over £100,000, you know, of trying to change the decision, and it just didn't work out.
Named as a reserve for the British team, Aaron still had to train for a competition that he most likely wouldn't be competing in. To make matters worse, he was still visible at the Games as a major Olympic sponsor used his image on many of their advertisements. Despite this, Aaron still attended the Games as a guest of the World Taekwondo Federation.
I went there and I watched the Olympics, but when it came to my day, I couldn't watch it. You know, I was in the hotel with my brother, and I think I was in tears nearly the whole day. I was really, really emotional, and actually I think I had an interview in the morning, a radio interview, and I think it was one of the hardest interviews of my life, because I just felt like I shouldn't be here. You know, I should be competing now. You know, since I was a little boy, and when London got announced, you know, that was my dream. You know, to compete, and it was a very difficult moment.
Lutelo Mohammed did secure a bronze medal for Great Britain, but it was impossible for Aaron to watch, knowing that he'd beaten both Olympic finalists in the run-up to the Games. After the fallout from London 2012, Aaron began to represent the Isle of Man, But following another gold medal at the European Championships in 2014, he received a surprising offer.
Moldova approached us after the European Championships and said, look, this is a possibility, we can get you the passport, we can give you the funding, we can open the doors for you, just give us a little bit of time and see what happens. And at the time it was like, wow, this could actually happen.
In April 2015, Aaron was officially cleared to compete for Moldova. He won his first medal at last year's World Championships and was named as Moldovan Sportsman of the Year. Aaron has secured his place in Rio with his brother Luke by his side as both his coach and manager.
It's difficult having, you know, your brother as a coach and a trainer and a manager and every other job that's under the sun, but he's done a great job and he's put his life on hold for me, and I will be forever in debt with him because him and my family have just done so much for me, and I can never ever repay them for what they've done, and hopefully I can win the gold medal, and it would just be such a special moment for all of us.
Aaron has recently reunited with his coach from 2012, Patrice Remarque, to give him the best chance of winning Moldova's first ever Olympic gold medal. He will also be supporting his girlfriend Bianca Walkden, who's also a star of the Taekwondo world. The 24-year-old will be one of Great Britain's brightest medal hopes at the Rio Games.
Now she's world #1 as well. She's reigning world European champion. There's only one more title for her to add, you know, and if we can both accomplish that in our Taekwondo careers, it would be awesome, because to be world, European and Olympic champion, you know, you've won everything, and she's one step further than me, so I've got 2 steps to go, so hopefully we can go a couple more steps from here.
Both Aaron and Bianca are looking in great shape ahead of the Olympics and are favourites for gold.
From my point of view, I'm hoping I'll give him all the best that he can have. I'm absolutely certain that Patrice will as well. But I think if there's anybody to be afraid of for all the Taekwondo athletes in Rio, he's going to be the one who will hold the most fear.
For Aaron's success at the 2016 Games in Rio would be the most satisfying chapter in a very turbulent Olympic story.
It would just be a lifetime accomplishment, you know. It's been a long journey since I was 5 years old. We've been in it, you know, as a family from the start, and it would just be really special. And you know, I've dreamt about it and I've visualised about it, and that's what's keeping me going, because to be Olympic champion, it's like you've reached the pinnacle of your sport, and yeah, I'm going to do it.